Let's go. All right. Straight back into the action. Hurry up. Vamos. Hurry up. Come on. I don't know if the stream's going to keep up, though. Something's very, very wrong with my internet right now. But anyway, straight back into the racing. I think we've got 10 laps remaining. So I don't know what's happened in between all that. But, oh my goodness. We're already seeing chaos. As GP has been overtaken by Sammy McDodge. All right, so there's something has happened. Something has happened, but we're back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. So, geez, man. It's gotten very quiet. I got to fix that real quick. Quickly. That should fix that issue. Okay, we're back. Here we go. So GP's now hunting down the likes of McJammy Dodge. I wonder if there's been a bit of a change due to pit stops. Maybe something's happened there. But we're straight back into it. Straight mode active. As, well, that's a pretty significant margin. Aussie 2K Goat and Luke, Nigel, Mitch Riley. Pretty much everybody's got penalties now. So I wondered what's happened in between me losing connection with the servers and being back up. As Daniel jumps into the pits to get rid of those hard tyres. So this is going to be very interesting. See if we can get straight back into it. I'm just double checking that the stream is actually working properly because it's giving me all kinds of warnings right now, which is really weird. Is into the wall there for GP. Not ideal at all. What is going on with this frame rate? I think there's something trying to download in the background, but we'll figure it out as GP just jumps out of the way of McDodge. I'm just trying to keep up, guys. As GP up the inside of McJammy Dodge here, potentially going for the move. Jammy can't really do anything. The Aston Martin trying his best, and unfortunately not getting much of it, but I think maybe you're looking for the switchback. As Cam gets a penalty to his name. So McJammy Dodge. Yeah, there's definitely something going on with the stream, guys, and I do apologize for that. Really, really weird. We're like losing frames every second. I'm going to try one little thing here. One tiny thing. We're going to go to that. I'm just going to quickly close all these things that I've got in the running in the background, which could be killing something. That should be that pretty much. All right. Hopefully that somewhat helps as, well, that's an interesting camera angle. This has been a scuffed stream to say the least, guys, and I do apologize in advance for that. It's really annoying, but yeah, not much I can really do when the internet shits itself, and so does the computer. As Nigel, everybody into the pits by the looks of it. I think we're going to have to stick with 900p by the looks of things. It's, yeah, dropping frames left, right, and center. As Almaco comes out in a P6 with Luke jumping out in front of him. So that's a good undercut, I'm assuming, or an overcut from Luke. I've really got no idea what's going on. I can't really keep up because I've missed so much, unfortunately. But I'll try and commentate what I can as D-Legend on Sam. Mitch Riley as well. All over the back of Mars. Battery being deployed by Mitch. He's just looking for the move and unfortunately can't find it at the moment. Straight mode active. Side by side we go towards the hairpin. Battery charging. It looks like Mitch might have that move said and done. GP is starting to run away with it now. Mitch may be looking at the back of El Mako at this point. As out of the way. GP coming to lap the field. I can't believe I'm saying that. That is crazy. Yeah, but from what I'm hearing, the stream unfortunately is skipping frames like crazy. So I think we've found the limit, and we're gonna have to stick with 1080-30 or maybe 900p 60. But unfortunately, it looks like either I've overloaded my computer or something's happened. Could also be my internet just absolutely killing itself. There's Mitch Riley all over the back of Al Mako. He's going to use the blue flags to his advantage here as GP carving through the field on the lapping, just getting the lapping done. Mitch Riley. Let's have a look at the penalties, actually. Don't really know what's happened there. Pretty significant. 3 seconds, 9, 6, mainly around the field, so not too bad. Wow, Al Mako sideways with Mitch Riley there at the back. Is down towards the chicane we go. Back straight. Who's going to come out on top? Whoa, big old send off. Al Mako was sending it, but he's jumping off the hard tyres, so that's that as McJammy Dodge gets his penalties. And unfortunately, I think that's... yeah, I don't think GP is gonna really falter here. It's going to be difficult for anything to happen now. Lap 20 out of 35. I have no idea what's happened in the midpoint of this race, unfortunately. Yeah, GP comfortably leading now by a solid amount. Al Mako still all over the back of the likes of Dan the Racer here on fresh medium. So I wonder if there's going to be something that can happen here. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult for him to make a move up the grid at the moment. Maybe P9, but probably realistically all he's looking at. As Dan the Racer runs pretty damn wide. And just up the inside goes Al Mako into the hairpin. Doesn't really think twice about that. It's 10 lap old hards versus brand new mediums. And Dan the Racer maybe looking to come back at it, but I don't think that's going to happen as Cam gets another penalty. Penalties stacking up. And at this point, Sam and Daniel are going to actually be in prime position to capitalize on those. Yellow flag sector 1, but we don't know why. As Mars comes into the pits to serve his new set of tyres. Says, wow, this is going to be tight on exit. Sam, that might be a penalty coming Sam's way for that little move. But Mars is going to have to start hunting down Sam. That's a bit cheeky. Lap 29 of 35. Still a long way to go. Well, long way. I say long way. It's 5 laps to go. But Aussie 2K Goat getting a penalty to his name. Again, unfortunately, the driver's just not really hanging on. This circuit does like to bite with the track limits. It's unfortunately the nature of the track. As Mars continues to hunt down Sam. Yeah, we're going to really have to sort out these frame rate issues. I can't really explain what's happened. I think Streamlabs has absolutely crapped itself as here comes Mars right on the back of Sam. So I'm going to do the best I can with the frame rate we've got and the issues that we have, but as part of commentating, just working on the fly. So, I mean, look at this. All over the back of him. Sam is under serious pressure here from Mars, and Sam was actually sideways there coming out of the chicane. So there's an opportunity here. I'm also watching that little gap between Al Mako and Striker. That could be very interesting as well. Straight mode active. Down the back straight we go. Mars looks for the inside. And contact made between the two, and unfortunately, there might have to be a redress made there, but that's definitely a penalty coming someone's way. Not exactly what you want to see, as Daniel moves through on Sam as well. So it'll be Argy Bargy as Elmacko hunts down the likes of Striker 9. Striker not really worrying about anything. He's got no penalties to his name at the moment, so he's consistent. But if Elmacko can get this done quick and get away with 4 laps to go, there's definitely potential here for P7. Unless the penalties are significant. Actually, I'll double check. 3 seconds of penalties. It's possible that Elmacko gets away with it as he starts clawing his way away from Striker 9. The gaps have well and truly opened up at this point. I think GP does win this quite comfortably again. Fair play. All's fair in love and war, I guess. Who's in the pits now? I'd be Mr. T Gaming. Just jumping in the pits. Daniel still on the back of Mars, but nothing really happening there at the moment. Just watching the deltas. Striker hasn't really been able to fight back at all. So Elmacko, all he has to do is kind of pull a 3-second gap here. It's like there's yellow flags. We've got someone in the wall. We've got a virtual safety car. Is that a virtual safety car? I think it is. Is that Sam? Sam's been in the wall, so we've got a virtual safety car right at the end of the Grand Prix. No, it's a full safety car. It's a full safety car. We've got our first full safety car at the end. Oh, man, this sucks. Because it's going to look like complete shit. But you know what? We make do with what we have. We have a full safety car, ladies and gentlemen. I think it may have actually evened out. I do apologize for stream quality, guys. It's been absolutely abysmal. But we have a full course safety car at the end of this Grand Prix. And now all of a sudden, this gets very interesting. McJammy Dodge, let's have a look at the penalties that have been applied here. 3-second penalties, 6-second penalty. I wonder if anybody's going to box to try and get rid of those penalties. Now's the time to do it. And McJammy Dodge has the opportunity here. I wonder if GP is going to bolt for the soft tyres. 32 laps to 35 at the moment. But it brings the entire field back into play. I've been waiting for a safety car in this series. We haven't seen this at all. As into the pits, Gregory Prisball. So he's going to probably chuck on a fresh set of soft tyres. Just to get him to the end of the Grand Prix. As into the pits for the Ferrari team. Good stop. Solid stop. McJammy follows in. Will he get rid of the penalty? No, Aston Martin don't care. That should be an instantaneous penalty removal. I don't know why the game's not doing that. It's really annoying. But out of the pits, 3-second time penalty still applied. So that's going to suck towards the end of this Grand Prix, unfortunately. But GP comfortably with this lead. And unfortunately, that might be going out the window soon if he's not careful. The safety car is around Sector 2 here. So just have to be careful on rejoin. I can't believe I'm saying those words. We haven't seen a safety car this entire series. So finally, we have a safety car. And this just got very, very interesting indeed. It's GLX Cam just waiting for the safety car to kind of like let him through, I think. There we go. So he gets passed by the safety car. So now the reshuffling begins. Lap 33 of 35. We're going to have one racing lap, I reckon. Safety cars in this lap. What kind of diabolical 2021 BS is that? What? Okay. Cool. I guess we're not getting racing all the way to the end because the safety car's in this lap. What has happened to the Grand... yeah. F1 26 things, I guess. I kind of have no words, to be perfectly honest, but it has kind of brought the field all back together, so that gets interesting, I guess. As GP gets us back underway in green. So, yeah, that's happened. Normal grip restored, so Dan the Racer is going to be all over the back of Striker with those soft tyres. Nobody's really had the opportunity to box here. It's really stuffed up the field. Dan the Racer, wow, that was late and abrupt turn in. As we get back underway in green, flag racing. Striker with no penalties at the moment, so he's actually looking at a pretty prime position if he can find himself any closer to Mars. But at the moment, I mean, GP's won this Grand Prix fair and square unless he makes a mistake, which he's not going to do. So I'm just going to have to look into what's happened to either the PC or the internet there to cause these issues tonight, unfortunately. But we don't have a yellow flag sector 2. That's complete BS. This game is really starting to annoy me at this point. But GP will start us on the final lap of this Canadian Grand Prix. Absolutely scuffed Grand Prix. As he comes across the line to start the final lap. Lap 35 of 35. Mitch Riley gets another penalty to his name. I've got no idea what's happened in this Grand Prix, guys, and I do apologise for that. It's been a really weird one to commentate. I was really looking forward to this one, like I said, and unfortunately we've just... Yeah, well, I mean, it hasn't really gone our way tonight, but we've done what we can. That's the main thing. This GP just flying through that second sector, setting purple times. He's trying to get the fastest lap on the final lap of the Grand Prix on the soft tyres. No surprises there. He can do so comfortably at this point. Doesn't have to worry about penalties. Doesn't have to, even if he gets a penalty, doesn't have to worry about it. Just cruise onto the line. He's not cruising though. He's sending it. I'd come to expect nothing less from GP. Perfect power out of the exit and down the back straight we go towards the final two corners of the Grand Prix circuit. Lap 35 of 35. A little bit of slipstream. Cam jumps out the way. And GP, to finish off what has been probably the most cursed Grand Prix I think I've ever commentated, crosses the line in first place. Fantastic racing from him. McJammy Dodge gets another penalty to his name. Crossed the line in second. Good racing from him as well. And Aussie 2K Goat will cross the line in third. And, I mean, that's that, pretty much. Nothing else to be said. El Mako, closer than ever to Nigel, but... Yeah, nothing's happened there unless Nigel's got something to say to Luke right at the end of this Grand Prix. Don't think he does, though. It's going to go all the way to the line. Just build the battery. It won't matter at this point. Luke's got 9 seconds of penalties. Nigel's got 3, so it evens out. And Nigel will be ahead either way. But at this point, it's just for on-track spoils. As to the final chicane we go for Nigel. Fantastic from our reserve driver tonight. Really good showing. Really, really good showing. But, I mean, that's that. Nigel crossed the line. P5 on track, P4 overall. But Gregory Brisbane takes it home, as we expected for the Ferrari. Good work from him. He had a really decent fight with that Aston Martin at the start. That was really fun to watch, but it all went away right at the end. Well, I don't really have any words for tonight, unfortunately, guys. Yeah. GP brings it home, as we'd expect. Does the gritty out on there as well. But there is your results, ladies and gentlemen, and well done to everybody who competed tonight. Unfortunately for me, it was just a complete scuff fest. I mean, yeah, not great overall, but and that's that, ladies and gentlemen. That is that, and there we go. I'm not really going to bother with interviews, unfortunately. I don't really have the energy for that right now. But GP brings it home in first. And, well, we'll look towards next week, which will be Netherlands, which should be good. Should be very good. But GP, that was his standings at the end of last Grand Prix. He raises even further, up to 90 points. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the next few days as the points system changes and the grids will all change. There'll be a bunch of penalties that I'm not even aware about. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for coming along. It's been a bit of a difficult one tonight, but we did what we could, and that's what matters, guys. Thank you so much for coming along. We'll see you next time. 7:30 next week, Monday night, as you'd come to expect, for the Netherlands Grand Prix, which will be good as well. Bit of a more of a trickier overtaking circuit. Very, very fast. Very, very tricky Grand Prix track. But yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks. We'll see you next time.